Okay, I'm trying to record a video here. It's called Freedom from Alcohol. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet if I can. I've been drinking. I had been drinking since the time I was 13 years old. Drinking bad. I had a conversion when I was 17. Give my life to the Lord. It was legitimate. I was freed from drugs, alcohol, all kinds of other immorality. It lasted for 3 years. Those of you who knew me when I was about 17 years old knew that I had a huge change because you all thought I was acting crazy all of a sudden. You called it a phase. Unfortunately, the years to come made it seem like it was a phase because I slipped right back into those things. Drinking, partying. I ended up with a deception thinking that I could do these things and still be right with God. That went on for years and years. There's so many details that I could get into that I'm not going to. It wasn't until about 2005 that I realized that that's when I really admitted to myself that you have a problem, or that I am alcoholic, as AA or other organizations would refer to me. I received that. I was alcoholic. I never wanted to quit. I would have episodes of quitting, and it was usually just to keep peace in my home. I was always doing it for other people, not for myself. And that's not that that's a bad thing, but I think a person has to quit for themselves. And why I say that for is, anytime that my wife was gone, like right now my wife is gone, whenever she was gone, the person who I had kind of quit for to make things peaceable with her, whenever she left, I was chomping at the bit to go get me something to drink and try to keep it secret from her. So I didn't have that true deliverance going on at that time because I was always trying to hide it. Well, bless God Almighty, the Lord allowed me to crash and burn several times, all the way to the point of almost to death. And I'm glad that I'm alive to tell you. I've crashed several times. There's several crashes that I have been in that should have rendered me dead, but God allowed me to stay alive. I've been in and out of jail, alcohol related, just completely messing up my life, and at the same time maintaining a belief in God, but absolutely in no way, shape, or form manifesting any of His character or quality. I did have to go to treatment by law. I didn't want to go to treatment. I learned from treatment that there are certain things that I needed to avoid, certain triggers to stay away from, so I didn't drink. But I never got into AA. And what my topic here today is right now I'm delivered from alcohol. I don't want it. And I'm glad that I've been able to experience it so much and stay alive that I'm sick of what it does to me, of what it's done to my body, what it's done to my relationships, what it has done to my finances, what it's done to me in jobs. It's a killer, and I understand 100%. And it's a killer for people like me who loved it to death, indulged in it so much. I suppose there's some of you out there that can drink modestly. Of course, I used to think I drank modestly also. If you're getting into trouble because of alcohol, if you drank alcohol and got into trouble, you got a problem with it. Don't lie to yourself. But here's what I want to testify to you. I got down on my knees and I prayed to God. I said, Lord, you need to help me to do this. And the Lord simply told me, quit drinking. And I quit drinking. I quit drinking. Let me tell you, it didn't seem like God helped me out at all. It was hard. It was not easy. It was a point I came to where I said, I'm going to quit drinking, and I'm not expecting it to be easy. I'm not expecting this miraculous thing to happen. All of a sudden, I don't want to drink. That's not what happened. Each day, I just refused it. I refused it. I refused it, and I prayed to God. I prayed to God, and I praised God for delivering me, and I refused it. Today, I stand before this camera to tell you I don't want anything to do with it. It's a killer. In my opinion, it's medicine from the devil. It causes more hurt than good. But what I want to testify about today is I want to give praise to Jesus Christ that I'm standing before you sober. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not going to confess to you that I'm alcoholic, Because if I'm an alcoholic, then God is a liar from being able to deliver me from all of my diseases. You see, if alcoholism is a disease, like cancer is a disease, like hepatitis is a disease, well, my God heals people from diseases. So any person who struggled with alcohol or been an alcoholic like I was, and continue to confess that they are an alcoholic, well, you're going to stay an alcoholic. If you keep on saying that you're an alcoholic, then you're not free from alcohol. See, I'm free from alcohol. Why? Because I've embraced the deliverance that comes through Jesus Christ. And I stand before you today free from alcohol, and I didn't get it through AA. I didn't go to meeting after meeting at AA around a bunch of alcoholics who were telling each other that they're alcoholics. And look, I'm not shooting down AA. If it works for you, it works. But I don't want to come and sit around a bunch of people all day long who are telling each other they're alcoholic. I want to sit around a group of people who look at each other and say, I'm delivered from this, I'm delivered from that, I'm delivered from this because of the power of Jesus Christ. That's why I give props to. I don't put down AA, I just lift Jesus up on top of it. Jesus is better than AA. If you run to Jesus with all you got, you don't need AA because Jesus is better than AA. I'm giving props to Jesus, not putting down AA for those of you who have been helped through it. But I want to testify today that I'm free from drinking and I'm happy, and if you give your life to Jesus, He'll set you free from whatever problem you have. See, the problem isn't alcohol, the problem is sin. We're all addicts to something, whatever it is that you have a problem with, that's what your problem is. And you see, it'd be like me saying that I'm not a racist anymore, but I could any minute spring back and be a racist. That's not how it works. If God has delivered someone from racism, they're delivered. They don't have to hope and pray they don't see someone white because, oh, if I see white, I might spring back and want to kill them. That's ridiculous. If Jesus Christ sets you free, you're free. You don't keep going around calling yourself something that you're free from anymore. You don't say I'm an alcoholic when God sets you free from it. Just like if you're free from racism, you're not a recovering racist. You understand what I'm saying? You're free from it. I hope this testimony helps you out at all. Go get some victory in Jesus.